Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is an everyday quarantine drugstore makeup tutorial. I went to the drugstore and picked some great items and I, created an everyday look for you guys. This is what I came up with. And if you want to keep watching, if you want to see how I created this look, keep watching. Sanitizing my hands, of course, using the Neutrogena Prep Prime and Correct to prime my face, then grabbing the EOS lip balm to prep lips, and using the H Rewind by Maybelline to prime my eyes. Eye primer works as a base and helps your shadow last longer. Going with this rosy CoverGirl palette, you want to use a matte white to set your eyeshadow. Just so everything blends in smoothly. And then you want to start with a light shade on the crease and use a fluffy blending brush to blend that light shade. Then you want to go in and make sure that everything is blended. You can start adding in the light shade and then a darker shade as on the crease to add more dimension to the eye. And you blend in as so, using a fluffy blending brush, and then I'm using a smaller blending brush for those areas that are harder to reach. And then using a more dense brush to add more pigment to the shadow, or to make the shadow look more pigmented. And then using a flat brush to add the copper shimmery shade on the lid. And you want to just, pat it. Also use my finger to make the shadow look more pigmented, and then go in with the flat brush again. And I'm adding that champagne color on top as well, just to make the eyes pop more. And going in with the blend, you want to blend as much as you can, because you want all the shadows to go in smoothly together and not look too harsh. And then using the flat brush on the lower lash line, using the mauve on the lower lash line. Going in with a pencil brush, grabbing that champagne color, putting it on the inner corner of the eye just to brighten the eyes, highlighting the brow bone as well. Then grabbing my blending brush, making everything blend and look like the shadows are seamlessly blended. And just adding a little bit more of shadow. And then you don't want to tug your eye like that. You want to just gently press on the eye, because that's a gentle area, and you want to be careful with that. Use the Loreal eyeliner, then grabbing the Wet n Wild mascara and just coating my lashes with mascara. I wouldn't wear falsies for everyday makeup, but if you want to wear falsies, I recommend the Ardell natural lashes, just to kind of, or you can curl your lashes as well. I skipped this step for today. I don't typically curl my lashes, just because my lashes are already curled. I do every once in a while, and just making sure that everything's looking fine. And yeah, then going in with that champagne color again, just to add a pop of highlight, just making sure that the pigment is there. Now grabbing my Aveeno wipes to just wipe out any shadow that has fallen, and make sure that everything is clean before we go in with the primer. Well, you want to add primer, because I added it first but then removed it with the wipes, so you want to add it again. And then going in with the Neutrogena Tinted Moisturizer for foundation, well, not foundation, but for your face, just to add that natural look. And yeah, just blending everything in. I really liked how this foundation blended on my skin. I like the primer as well. So yeah, just keep blending in. And yeah, just making everything look natural. Then going in with my Real Technique sponge, wetting it with the Mario Badescu rose water, and going in with the tinted moisturizer again and blending everything in with the sponge this time, just to make sure everything is blended smoothly. You could either use a brush or a sponge. I used both this time. And yeah, just blending in as so. Just make sure everything is blended. Going in with the Age Rewind concealer on the under eye. Just cover any dark circles, also to highlight the areas of the chin. And I'm going in with a mini sponge, Real Techniques mini sponge, and blending in the concealer. Make sure everything is blended in smoothly. And yeah. Just adding a little bit of concealer too, because I blended it. I removed the product too much by blending too much. Again, I use a brush and a sponge interchangeably. You could use whatever works best for you. Going in with the Rimmel Stay Matte and putting it under my eyes. You want to set the concealer because you don't want your concealer to crease and you want it to last longer. Making sure that everything is blended smoothly. Yep. Just added a little bit more. If you want a whole matte face, you could put the powder all over the face, but I don't like that. Going in with the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and contouring, more like bronzing the face, really. Didn't really do a full contour. And for that, I used the Sigma contour brush, and then contouring my nose. And you want to use a smaller brush to contour the nose. Going in with the Revlon Mauve, Rosy Mauve blush. And then going in with the Wet n Wild highlighter. Just making sure that maybe not too much highlight. Then going in with the Milani lip liner. Continue to fill in the lips with the lip liner. And then going in with L'Oreal All Out Pout on top of the lip liner. Layer it on. Felt really like a really creamy lipstick, yet matte. And then going in with the Milani Gloss in Champagne. I was really impressed with how pigmented this gloss is. Very pretty. And last, going in with my rose water spray, and that's it. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I actually really love it. It looks so natural, perfect every day. I chose a more of a rosy mauve palette because I'm really into these colors. I've actually been into them all throughout fall, but especially during spring. And you can use a different palette. You can use, so I got two palettes. I'm gonna give you guys two options. So I got the CoverGirl TrueNaked Roses. So this is actually all I used on my eyes. And I got the Rimmel magnified nudes, I'm sorry. I actually only used the dark matte color for my eyebrows. But anyway, yeah, this is the finished look. It looks so fresh and natural and perfect for every day. And yeah, if you want to wear this to your Zoom meetings or to even to a Zoom date, right? Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so here are my thoughts. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the products because most of the products I used were just recommendations I found through other YouTubers, and they were mostly first time. So I'm gonna give you my first impressions, okay? All right, so I really like the Neutrogena Prep and Correct Primer. I really liked how it just kind of blurred the appearance of pores, and it just gave me a really nice base for my face. I loved the Radiant Tinted Moisturizer, by the way. For every day, I recommend either a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream, because you don't want to, you know, cake up the face or anything. Or I mean, if you want a full coverage look, that's fine. But you know, for every day, this will do. And I loved it. And it actually has SPF 30, which is great if you're gonna go on walks. You know, mostly stay at home, right? But if you go on walks, and yeah, I really liked it, and it smells like sunscreen. If you're bothered by the smell, keep that in mind. But I'm loving the smell because it reminds me of the beach. So, you know, it's bringing some nice like memories. So, yeah. All right. So, what else? Yeah, so that's, oh, the Age Rewind concealer. Love the Age Rewind concealer. I love the Age Rewind concealer. I have tried this concealer before. Actually love it. I used it to prime my eyes. I used it as a concealer. So yeah, I really loved it. Would repurchase it because I've actually tried it before and I really liked it. Yeah, so that's concealer. Next up is the butter bronzer. Oh my god, it literally does feel like butter. It's really pigmented, like it's just really pigmented, but it's too light. I know I was debating between should I get light, should I get sun-kissed, but I think I'm gonna go and exchange it for sun-kissed. But you know, for every day it's perfect actually, right? Like you don't need a lot of bronzer. If you want to just sculpt the face a little bit, add bronzer, you can add bronzer or not use bronzer at all. I actually don't use bronzer for every day, but I wanted to try that in case you guys wanted. And for blush, the Revlon blush, I absolutely loved it. Like it just makes my cheeks look so fresh and natural. I love it. Like I said, I'm really into mauve tones, so I chose the Rosy Rendezvous because it's mauve, right? Is it called Rendezvous? Yeah, Rendezvous. Okay, sorry. All right, so I really loved the Revlon blush. What's next? Oh, highlighter. Oh my gosh, I loved the Wet n Wild highlighter. And I think it was like $5-6 compared to those like Sephora highlighters that are like what, $20-30. Anyway, I loved it. I just think it gave me a really nice subtle glow, and you could even intensify it a bit. I'll show you a trick. If you want to intensify the highlight, for every day I don't recommend intensifying highlight. I think this is perfect. But if you do want to intensify the highlight for like a date, like you're like, okay, I'm off to my Zoom date. You could actually spray any kind of mist, any kind of facial mist. Spray it on your brush. When you wet any brush, any eyeshadow brush, any face brush, this is gonna intensify any type of pigment. So don't worry, it won't ruin the product. You see how it's intensifying it much more? You see that? So that's my trick. All right, so there you go for highlight, right? So that's the products that I used on my face. Now on my eyes, like I told you, I used the CoverGirl Rosy TrueNaked Roses, and I loved all the color selection on here. I just wish that some of the darker shadows were matte, because when you use matte shadows, like, you can add a little bit more of definition to the eye, but it worked fine for me. They were pretty pigmented. They are pretty pigmented. So these are the two that you guys saw me use on the lid. Pretty pigmented. So yeah, I liked it. I just didn't like the fallout, but all shadows have fallout. All right, so that was eyes. Mascara. Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus. I did not like it. I just don't think it volumized my lashes. I think that there's a lot better drugstore mascara, out there, like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. That's my favorite. I would say that that's a dupe to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, the L'Oreal Paradise, and it's waterproof. I didn't like this. I mean, the bristles are kind of, yeah, they're kind of full, but the wand is like a plastic. It's not like the, feathery type of wand, if you know what I mean. Like, so it just felt like harsh on my eyes, so I don't like it. I would say pick up L'Oreal Lash Paradise, or even the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash. There's a new L'Oreal actually that I want to try, the L'Oreal Bambi Lash, but I'm not sure. I mean, don't quote me. I don't know if that Bambi one is good, but you can never go wrong with a L'Oreal mascara. So yeah, no on this, returning this. I also used the Real Techniques sponges. I used a complexion sponge and then the mini sponge that goes under the eye area to get into those hard to reach places. I wouldn't, for everyday, I wouldn't recommend go and get the $20 beauty blender. I own it and it's really great, but this works just as well. And yeah, and just for every day to stay at home, these are great. I didn't get these at CVS though. They sell these at Ulta and Target. I think they have them at CVS, but I had these already, so I didn't get them at CVS. I also already owned the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner. I absolutely love this eyeliner. It's amazing. It's super pigmented. It glides on. I like wearing eyeliner on my waterline, and it just glides on perfectly. So Ali was right about the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I loved it. I absolutely loved how it just, made the complexion looked like it just added, how do I explain it? It just smoothes out the complexion. It's absolutely a beautiful powder, and like, I'm so glad I tried it. It's lightweight. It says it's lightweight and mattifying. It's pretty lightweight. It doesn't feel like, like you're putting a whole bunch of powder under your under eye or something. I don't like powder all over my face because I like, you know, to also leave like a dewy type of complexion, but you know, under eye, of course I like it so it doesn't crease my concealer. Ali said that she wore this to a wedding and that it just held up her makeup all day, so I can't wait to keep trying this powder. All right, and last but not least, lip products. Milani lip liner. What is it called? Milani Color Statement Lip Liner and number 4. Amazing. It just glid on my lips. It just, I mean, granted, I always put lip balm before any lip liner, but still, like, there are some lip liners that feel like a crayon. Like, this one just glid on my lips so perfectly. It just went well with my lips, with my skin tone. Again, choose the nude. I would recommend a nude lipstick for every day, just something pretty subtle. So choose the one that's perfect for your skin tone. It's really hard at the drugstore because you can't swatch it there, but you can bring it home, and if you don't like it, you can exchange it. But I would say that the pigmentation and the formula on the Milani lip liners, True Statement lip liners, pretty amazing. And I mean, I'm not surprised. I love Milani. The lipstick, the L'Oreal, what are these lipsticks called? Color Riche lipstick in All Out Pout. Oh my gosh. First of all, the packaging is so beautiful. It feels like a soft touch. Yeah, I think that they repackaged this. So I just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, you know, it looks so gorgeous. So it glid on my lips too. It's a matte, but it's just feels so soft on the lips, and I really like the color. I really like the shade. By the way, shout out to Ali Glines. Ali, like, I followed most of her recommendations for Drugstore, and wow, like, I am so happy with everything except the Wet n Wild. I didn't get that recommendation from her. I just wanted to try it. But anyway, so, and some of, like I said, some of the products I've tried before. All right, and oh, the gloss. Oh my gosh, the Milani gloss. What is this one? Keep It Full gloss. Oh my gosh, like, it kind of looks like the Rihanna Fenty, the wand on this. It looks pretty full. I just loved the pigmentation. So pigmented. Look at that, like, so pigmented. Beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it. Keeping this. And the only thing it gives you, like, a tingly sensation, like, I feel like a minty tingly sensation. I mean, I don't really care about that, but it does feel like a really strong tingly sensation. But I know it's like a minty. I don't think it's anything bad, or, you know, like, it's up to your preference. Anyway, 2 lipstick products that I'd like to recommend because I've tried them before. I did not use them on this video, but I'm going to swatch them for you guys. Is the NYX Butter Glosses. They are amazing. They're like $5. They had a sale on CVS, like buy 2 get 1 free. And yeah, so this is in Eclair. First of all, it smells amazing. Okay, so that is Eclair. Love it. Just beautiful. And Milani lipstick. I think these are their True Statement lipsticks or something, in Nude Creme. I remember when I was in college, I had like 10 of the Milani lipsticks, and of course I threw them away. They expired, and this was my favorite, the Nude Creme. They smell delicious. They smell like Jolly Ranchers. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna swatch it for you. It's like a peachy, pinky color. I love it. I would anyway, I recommend that. So yeah, I'm thinking about filming a glam. I bought a few other drugstore items that I want to show you guys. So I'm thinking about filming a glam drugstore tutorial. But yeah, but anyway, let me know what you guys think, what you guys want to watch next. But yeah, I just thought, it would be a perfect way of sharing just some affordable products with you. So this wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.